It is 6:04 now. We have an update on an ongoing threat of lead exposure at an Alexandria elementary school. Now, we first told you about this yesterday morning, so here's a follow-up. The school remains closed today as cleanup continues. And last night, parents got to hear from school leaders and the health department for the first time to address their concerns. Marcella Robertson joins us now. Marcella is live outside of the school, Naomi Brooks Elementary. And Marcella, this news has been really concerning for parents.
Yeah, Allison, good morning. Very concerning because young children are especially vulnerable to lead poisoning. We know this morning that school officials are asking parents to get their children tested for lead exposure, and the health department is offering that service for free. But again, the school remains closed here this morning. I do want to mention in the last 5 to 10 minutes or so, there's been a couple of workers that have showed up at the school as the cleanup process there continues to get the school ready and back open to students. So want to back up a little bit here because, as you mentioned, school officials and health leaders yesterday, they held a virtual meeting with parents to answer some of their questions because this has been such a big concern, especially with the age of the students that attend the elementary school here. So they kind of walked parents through how we got here in the first place. The school was shut down last week after crews were working on replacing windows. They found elevated levels of lead. They sent some of those samples off for testing, and when they came back positive, that school was immediately shut down. Now, school officials explained that Naomi Brooks Elementary was built in 1929. Lead-based paint was banned in 1978. Despite that ban, some older schools, they still have that original paint inside, and here's why.
A building containing lead-based paint is not in and of itself an issue, provided that the paint is not chipping, peeling, or disturbed by renovation or construction. A concern regarding the application of some of those measures was noted by ACPS project management staff on Saturday, September 21st, 2024.
Okay, so Saturday, September 21st, that is a little bit more of the timeline here. The school was then shut down 5 days later when those positive results came back. And Allison, right now the plan is to reopen school once that cleaning has wrapped up on Monday.
Well, Marcella, though, what if the school isn't able to reopen on Monday? Does the district have a plan for that?
Yeah, I mean, that's been a big question for a lot of the parents, especially last night. The superintendent says she is looking into a plan B, but parents say they hope that whatever that plan consists of, if for some reason the school is not able to be reopened, that they hope that it is a plan for students to return in person because of everything they have just gone through and how difficult virtual learning can be with everything that just happened a few years ago in the pandemic. But I also want to mention that right now, as of last night, school officials say that the school is about 40 to 50% clean. So they still have a few days to finish that cleaning before they plan to reopen. Back to you.
Marcella, all righty. Thank you so much for that update. We appreciate it. It's such a big concern. And we keep talking about lead exposure and the real problem with it. What exactly is the concern? Well, according to the CDC, there is no safe blood lead level in children. Even low levels of lead in blood are associated with developmental delays, difficulty learning, and behavioral issues. And the CDC also says the effects of lead poisoning can be permanent. So if you think your child has been exposed, you need to get them tested immediately.